Welcome to my backyard, but more like the back of our garage where we're housing all of our rocks at the moment. So these are the rocks that we found from our trip. This container here, which I still have to sort through, I've already separated some of them. Nice pieces, beautiful colors, and all of that are just a combination of quartz, smoky, amethyst, and calcite crystals as well among them. These ones are big pieces of calcite crystals, and this is a special one here, composed of large calcite on Druzy. But anyway, so that's very pretty, and also this is a large calcite crystal with a hint of pink and light green. Now this one I would call them Chrysoprase. It's like a Chrysoprase crystal. The growth on them is like a little corals, and so pretty. But then this one now, it's got a bluish tint to it, so it's like a bluish green. And the opposite side is white, so I'm not too sure whether that's Chalcedony or Magnetite, but it's just interesting. So further testing's needed, and then again more corals. Now more quartz crystals, which is smoky quartz and clear quartz, and also calcite. Now that one is Jasper, from the same area where these Prehnites are found as well. And I'm just going to put a torch and so you can see the color of the Prehnite. Just gorgeous. And even that big piece there in there, and then that's also a big specimen of Prehnite. Okay, and these ones are just Jasper from the same area, but it's got beautiful lines. Now these ones are more crystals, quartz and calcite. So again, big pieces. Of course, the star of the show from this area is this one, which is a big plate of amethyst. And also this one might look ugly, but this is a calcite crystal, and with all its ugliness, I think it is beautiful. I love it. Anyway, now this one is a pretty one. I had a quick dash when I picked this up because we were on the road and I just saw it in front of us, and then I said to Wally, stop, and I just need to pick up something for like 10 seconds, and literally I was jumping out of the car and pick this up. I don't even know what it looks like, because half of this or part of it was on the ground like that, and that was exposed, and all I saw was this bit here. Grabbed it, jumped in the car, and then now I've forgotten about it. And then when we were unpacking, this is the first thing I saw, and then I thought, oh my lordy, and I even forgot where I found it, so I have to stop and think. And there you go. So that's the story of that rock, my 10-second rock, I call it. But anyway, that is just beautiful, and look how it sits. So that would sit like that, and if I grind the bottom of that, that would sit better once it's all cleaned and washed. And so now this ones here are dinosaur eggs. Look at them, rounded balls, but they're not dinosaur eggs. What they are, concretions. And this is what they look like when cut. So they're little concretions with interesting bullseye, and that one is like a thunder egg, but it's not. And again, another light colored bullseye. So maybe we should call this bullseye concretion. So these ones are big pieces. That one's just flat, but that one's like really well rounded. And the small ones, even that one, see, it's all sort of an egg. Anyway, other ones are really nice and round. And while I'm in the subject of concretions, these ones are my holy rock. These are also concretions, but they're hollow, and I collected them because I think they would look good with my succulent arrangement. So that can be a little pool or a little water area, and then filled it up with tumbled gemstones or something. But it's just interesting. So these are my holy rocks, and I think they're just so cute. But anyway, so I've got all these other pretty rocks as well, which just sparkly, that I've collected. Look how sparkly that is. Now that one, see, look at that, just so pretty. But I'm not even too sure what it is, because I think there's chalcedony on the surface. But then again, I ground off a piece similar to this one with that green surface rock here, and so that's similar rock where it came from, and it could well possibly be jade or nephrite jade. And I actually polished this, or actually not really polished, I just ground off the edge just so I can see the texture, what it looks like. These ones are also part of it, so this might be some nephrite jade. That one is not transparent or translucent, it's opaque. The other bits of where this came from is very, I am very doubtful that it's actually Chrysoprase. This could well be nephrite jade, but then again, I'm not too sure until I do some testings. But then this one threw me off, because from the same area I also found this, which is like a floral thing, isn't it, pattern. At first I thought it's chalcedony, but after doing some research, I don't know. Anyway, so I'm not too sure about that, so I need to do some testings. And even this one, and look at that, it's just gorgeous. So is that Chrysoprase? So anyway, further testings need to be done. And even that one, it's like, I thought at first maybe Chrysoprase, but then again, the texture, that's just broken off, and that's just the fracture line. And look how shiny and waxy. It's got a waxy feel and yet shiny already. It looks like it's already been polished, and that's how it came out of the ground. And you can see there's still a bit of dirt in there. Anyway, so this is a bunch of them. But then again, if I put put a light on it, it has a sort of a greenish tinge to it. So again, I'm getting confused now. So I don't know, is that green chalcedony? I don't know. So but anyway, further testing needs to be done. These are very glossy. See that? So maybe that's Chrysoprase, or maybe it's chrome chalcedony. I don't know. So needs further testing as well. And see this one now, look at that, the color is just gorgeous, just gorgeous. Okay, where are you? There you go. See the edge, because I haven't cleaned the stone. So but look at the beautiful colors. So now these ones are definitely Chrysoprase, and you can see these are big pieces of Chrysoprase. And look at that one, that is just absolutely beautiful. So now this is Chrysoprase, and look at the color. That is just beautiful. Even those ones. So this one's got white and green, so that could well be Magnetite on Chrysoprase, and so has that one. But still, that's very like watery, isn't it? Like translucent. It's like, oh, that one's like water. These are big pieces and beautiful colors. So that's the apple green Chrysoprase, sort of, and then that one is sort of a lighter color. And then that one, see, beautiful pieces. And then even this one's so just nice color. Okay, I'll put you there. Oopsie daisy, they're really sharp, so it's hard in the hand. And that one is just gorgeous. And then now, and hopefully it doesn't have any cracks on it. Ah, there you go. Look at that. Oh, beautiful color. Ah, hang on. Anyway, so these are the colors of that one. Is more opaque. So look at that one. Oh, that is just gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Anyway, big piece. Right? Beautiful. Anyway, so that's my Chrysoprase tub. And that one is Jasper. And these ones are Chrysocolla. And Malachite. And also Calcite. And Epidote. I think I got a small piece of Epidote somewhere. I can't find it. I don't want to go through it right now. But anyway. So, and then that one is my Rainbow Jaspers. And look at the beautiful colors. Rainbow Jaspers. They actually come in different colors. And this one are just little samples of what possibly could be Tektites. A couple of them. And other ones could be a Meteorite. And crystal. I got fishtail crystal. And this one, same, really clear. Could be feldspar, I don't know. Anyway, so these ones are opal or dendritic opal, supposedly, but they got the little black spots on them, so they're the dendrites or tree-like inclusions. And these ones are their fire opals and honey opal fragments. And another dendritic opal inside there. Could be very, very pretty. Okay, so I'll put that one there. And those are just common opal. And a few bits and pieces of quartz that pick up here and there. And those ones could be magnetite. But anyway, they're black shiny rocks. And these ones here are also all sorts of assortment of little pieces of rocks that I picked up. Now these ones are other interesting rocks, and don't ask me what they are, but then they are heavy, so they are some ore. Okay, that's possibly tin or bauxite. And then that one is just interesting. See, a bit of carnelian on the surface of this rock, and it's also like a metallic rock. Okay, and that one, it's got a little heart. See, it's like in the center of it, it's like chalcedony in the center, and then heart shape. Now this one are just interesting rocks, different formations, mostly chalcedony. And then that one is Tufa. Those ones are just chalcedony, and those ones are just sparkly rocks. Not sparkling at the moment because there's no sun, but look at that. Okay. See? They're very sparkly. Let's go over on this side now. So this is just more which I have to sort through, but then again you can see the colors. They're pretty colors. So now in this corner are chrome chalcedony, I think. Okay, so because I'm not too sure, but anyway, they look like chrome chalcedony. And look at that, gorgeous, hey? Gorgeous color. Look at that. Beautiful. And these ones look like corals and sort of green, light green, greenish yellow. These ones now are other bits of coral-like chrome chalcedony as well. And check out the colors, just beautiful. So it has a different look and feel compared to a Chrysoprase, so that's why I think this could be chrome chalcedony. So now, and also those ones are just mainly crystallized form. So you see the crystal structure, and because of that crystal structure, sometimes I'm a bit suspect as to what this possibly could be. So I'm actually thinking, could it possibly be jade? I mean jadeite. I need to do some chemical analysis tests on these ones. Because even that one, look at that, very strand-like. So it might possibly be jade. I don't know. Like, it's really, really, really hard to tell. Anyway, this one's now is great big pieces. So this one is my, what I call my jade mountain, because it's green. But these ones, I just like them for my succulents to start off with. But then they just happen to be green. So they could very well be Chrysoprase. But then again, maybe, yeah. But then again, the color, look at the color. It's got a different color compared to a Chrysoprase. So a lot of these ones, it really throws me off. So I really need to do some chemical analysis tests to be certain for sure what these are. And speaking of chemical analysis tests, this is a Chalcedony. Now, one can argue that that's white on that part, but certain areas throws off like sort of a bluish tinge to it. And from the same area, I've got this ones here. Anyway, so that one now is got a gray tone to it. So can I call it gray Chalcedony? I don't know. So as a group, I'm just going to call them Chalcedony. And Dendritic Opal. Okay, which is this one? On my other video, I call this opalite because it's more like opal-like, not opalite. But then I just researched opalite, what opalite is. Opalite is actually a synthetic made-up stone made to look like opal, but it's not opal. But these ones are Dendritic Opal. Now, what does Dendritic Opal look like? Let's see. Okay, it has those dendrites or little tree-like. Okay, on, see that one there, yeah, inclusions on the stone. But anyway, so this one is just one ugly rock as well, but it's Chalcedony mainly, and it's showing the crystal structure or how it's formed. It's not really, I don't know whether you call this crystal structure, but anyway, it's got that coral-like structure about it. And it is just ugly, but so very interesting. See, look at that. It looks like, I don't know, rice noodles all stuck up on top of each other. But anyway, now I'll take you to my workshop. These ones are my special rocks, wherein they're just wavy micas, and they come in different forms, or it come in different shapes or wavy shape. And I just collected them specifically for my succulent because they look so pretty and shiny. They're very, very, very pearly. Like so. Anyway, and this one is just mica on quartz, just little flakes. It's just gorgeous. So that's the only one I've got. And in here are some emerald specimens and also beryl. See, these ones are little, so that's an okay, we just got Pedro here. Hey Pedro, come here. Don't eat my emerald, baby P. Okay, look at him. He's all excited. Hey, stop eating. Okay, come on. Anyway, so these are the specimens of emerald. So that's an emerald. Nice green one. And also those ones. This is very tiny emerald crystals. So you can see the color. So you only have tiny bits on the tips, so even those ones are small ones. And this one here is quite big, but this is a beryl or green beryl. And that one is also, that's actually an emerald, that one. But see, the color is, I will show you later on what I mean. But anyway, Pedro, hang on. Pedro, stop it. See, this is why I can't do any video, because I've got this budgie following me around all the time. Okay, stay there. Be good. It's a mica. Anyway, so this is also, I still have to go through them. So, big piece of beryl specimen. I still haven't washed those ones. And these are also big beryl specimens. Or crystals, actually. So, which is a specimen. And that one is a big piece of beryl crystal or green beryl. And these ones although they are of poor quality, they are still emerald. Gorgeous, beautiful. So little emeralds, and even the tiniest one on the tip here, so I don't know if you can see that one. And this one, so look at that. Nice little pieces of emerald still, so that one needs to be dissolved to extract the emerald. And although there's a couple of barrels, so that's beryl, that's possibly emerald, and that's definitely emerald. Emerald, look at the color, beautiful. Anyway, and that one too, look at that, gorgeous emerald, just on the tip, so that will have to remain as a specimen. Although if I clean that up and I find that it's a big piece that can be cut, I am going to extract that out of that specimen. So these are still some of beryls and possibly emerald that I have to go through. So it's very difficult to tell at the moment, but anyway, more specimens. And those ones for cabochioning, bits of beryl and emerald, so that is an emerald. So once they become transparent, then it's an emerald. So this one is looks like there's some parts that are transparent, which is the gem quality beryl, which is basically emerald, and the rest could just be green beryl. But anyway, I wouldn't know until I cut that one, but that's a nice big piece. And this one's now, I sort of sorted the gem variety, so you can see, there you go, they're transparent emerald, and this one here are translucent and opaque, so which is, I don't know if I could call that emerald, but I'll call it green beryl. And those ones are aquamarine. And again, so little bits and pieces of crystals, emerald crystal on the schist, and a couple of small emerald on the surface, and that is just gorgeous.